Hi guys, just wanted to take a minute here to kind of go over my first thoughts on the new Hunter Quiver now that I've gotten it from Sylvanas and had a chance to test it and play with it. And I just want to give some feedback on how I think it's doing since we went into this patch thinking this was going to be our best in slot. Okay, I actually don't... I think it will be from Mythic, but I don't think it will be from Heroic. And I say that because it's going to be out-leveled from M+ gear, from the Heroic drop. So unless you can get this from literally cutting-edge Mythic Sylvanas, I think there are better capes. But let's go over the reasons why I think that. And first of all, for those who don't know, the Dark Ranger's Quiver drops from Sylvanas Windrunner, obviously. And every 10 shots, which is your basic, when you right-click on someone, your guy auto-attacks or whatever, it's every 10 of those. It triggers Withering Fire, striking up to 5 enemies in front of you for 382 shadow damage. Now, let's compare this to Shadow Core Oil, which does 237 shadow damage, but hits significantly more often than the Quiver does. So, in comparison, let's look at, this is a 9 kill, I think this is just LFG, so it's nothing like special, but I just want to get some quick testing on it. And the Withering Fire hit for 7k, so not even a full percent of our damage. It's less than half of a percent of our damage. Whereas Shadow Core is almost a percent. It's double, 14k. Now, admittedly, this is just one boss. It hits up to 5 targets at one time, right? So I did some M+ testing with it, and as you can see here, this is just a miss 15, nothing special. Just kind of quick rundown of the key, but an opportunity to hit 5 or more targets, and this time still 0.4%. Almost exactly our damage profile came from the M+ dungeon, where we can hit more enemies, than the raid, where we're only hitting at max 3 at one time, but most of the fight's a single target, and most of the fight is single target, so but it did outclass Shadow Core, and I think I might have run out of Shadow Core this fight, that's why. But the Eternal Skirmish from our chest enchant is actually doing double. So, to be honest, this Quiver, the passive effect, it's not great. It's kind of mediocre, kind of lackluster. It's missing that oomph that really you wanted to see from this, especially because it's so rare. You have to kill the final boss of the raid to get it to drop, and the drop is nowhere near guaranteed. So, you know, hopefully the bow turns out a little bit better. I will say, the Quiver, the transmog for the Quiver does look really nice. I really, really appreciate how this kind of goes, look-wise. And the bow, also, I got this from, I believe, Soul Render. Bow looks very nice. I must say, like, the Sanctum of Domination transmog gear looks incredible, and the animations for firing the bow look great, too. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the bow. It's not very strong. I actually got a 252 back piece out of the Great Vault, which sims, like, nearly 50 damage higher. Now, admittedly, it is... what, like 19 levels higher, so it should sim higher, but it doesn't have a passive effect, and it's also, you know, haste verse, which are Marksman Hunter's worst 2 stats. So this at least has crit, so you would think it would be, you know, with the passive and the right secondary stats, it would sim decently, but the agility difference really kind of kills it, and the passive having almost no damage. 0.4% of our damage is just kind of abysmal, honestly, if you think about it. Hopefully, maybe they throw some buffs here. I know they're going to make some, hopefully, they've been talking, you know, we've heard that they're going to make some changes to the bow, specifically the drop rate, because right now, or the drop, how it drops. Right now, if you kill Sylvanas Windrunner on normal, on heroic, on mythic, it does not matter. You're always going to get the 226 bow if you get the bow, like if you get lucky and roll the bow, which is awful, because you just killed Mythic Sylvanas and you're getting a 226 piece of loot, even if it is the legendary. That's terrible. That's garbage. You don't want that. You will never use that. If you're killing Mythic Sylvanas, you probably have a 252 weapon, right? So you really kind of want that to be a 252 weapon with Sylvanas' bow. like the ability. So hopefully they're going to change that. We've heard that they're going to be implementing something where it's going to either scale the level or it's going to be easier to get it. We don't know exactly what it's going to be, but changes should be coming. Anyways, guys, I just got carried away. My video was about the Ranger's Quiver. I hope I didn't distract you too much, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And if you get lucky and you get the Quiver and you get the bow, hopefully it does a little bit more damage than what it's doing for me for you. So anyways, with that being said, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and peace out.